Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be showing you guys how I set up a simple automated workflow using a CRM, and I'll be showing you this using HubSpot simply because with HubSpot you can recreate this with any other CRM tool out there. Now let's dial it back a little so you better understand the journey that your users are going to go through. So this is a typical user journey map for a template download, right? That you're using to generate leads. You're using to attract leads as a lead magnet tool. And so you're assuming that your user is going to click on a link, right? And then from the moment they click on a link, they are redirected to a CRM form, which is the form that we're trying to create now. Now, from the moment that they fill out that form, they will click on submit. Now, when they're done clicking on submit, the user would receive an email. So the email would have, all the necessary links that, they were requesting for that made them drop their information in the first place. So this form is supposed to have simple questions, first name, last name, email, typically, right? And then you're able to capture their information, and then you now give them your template or whatever via email. So this would give you a bit of idea of what we're trying to build out with the CRM. To avoid a lot of back and forth, I like to build out my form again on my rough sheet before I put it on the CRM tool. So I like to type out my message, my initial message that you're supposed to see. As you can see, I've already typed it out here. Space it out, just if I need to put emojis, whatever it is basically that I need to do for the intro message that would be on the form that they're filling. And then I figure out the fields that I want to collect. For me, I like to keep it simple. So first name, last name, email. I attach a data privacy T&C because a lot of times most CRM tools these days, because of data breach issues, will not let you print out a form without attaching a data privacy terms and conditions to it, right? So you're supposed to do that before you are able to publish the form. And then of course your submit CTA. Do you want it to have some catchy name, or you just want it to be submit? So just to plan out the form, and then I can now go back to my CRM tool and start creating my form. So I go back to forms and I go to the top right hand corner of HubSpot and click on create form. For me, I like to use the form editor. I click on next, and then I choose a simple form. So something to start from blank so you better understand the process involved. If you want something already designed, something simple, sign up for a newsletter, contact us, blah, blah, blah. They already have those very simple forms created. But for the purpose of this video, we are going to simply use, the blank form so you better understand how to create a form. So when we click on it, yeah. So this one has the basic stuff, right? It has you can toggle between desktop and mobile view. For me, I like to look at the mobile view. Whenever I'm done doing any editing on the desktop view, I like to look at the mobile view to make sure that it looks good. So the initial message that I had typed, that is where I impute it. Okay, so I clear out the message that is already there. Because I already had a typed message, I go back to my rough sheet, I copy it, and then I go back to HubSpot and I paste. Here we go. Voila. So that is done. Okay. So as I said, I just want to, so I just arranged that, play around with it, but I just want to take the first name, the last name, and the email. Those are already set up for me. At this point, if you want to do any form of designs, for your form, you can change out colors, you can realign messages, just play around. You can show percentage completions if you want, whatever it is. There's the edit step right by your left, and you can do all of that. So at this point, you can now click on review and update, and it would give you warnings to either enable reCAPTCHA or to add a data privacy field, which was the terms and conditions that I was talking about. So you can choose which is most convenient for you. For me, I like to use number 2 to just add a simple data privacy field. So I go right ahead and I click on that. Now, when I click on it, something else will pop up on your left again, where you can choose, you know, how you want your data privacy policy to look like. The moment you click on it, it's going to pop on your form. You read through it, make any corrections that you want to make or any additions to the data privacy T&C, and that is done. And so straight from here, we would go to the pop-up message that they should get after they click on submit, right? So here, you can craft whatever message that you want them to see as soon as, they click on submit. You put it on here, and the moment anyone fills your form and submits, they will see this message pop up on their screen. So right after you have put in the message that you want to put in, you can look at the mobile view to see how the form and the pop-up message would look on a typical mobile device. Now, once you click on review and update, you're going to see automation on the lower bottom left of your screen, and we're going to create the second level of our workflow, which is to create the email that they would get. So they've clicked on submit, they've gotten the pop-up message redirecting them to go to their email, right? So this is the form that they are submitting, and then straight from there, so we can change the name of this to whatever want to identify it with. And then we are in step 2 rather, where the email would be sent with the link to whatever document that we want to share with these people. And so we click on that box. And you remember with the user journey map, the rough book that I had, you'll see that after the acknowledgement pop up, they are supposed to receive an email. So the email body is supposed to have whatever links that I want to share with, these my leads. I've already created my email body here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy it and then paste it into my CRM tool. So once I click on create new email, I have this whole drop down option where I can put in whatever email name that I want to use to track this on the CRM tool. So this is when I was creating my user persona template email. From name. So what name do you want to pop up in their emails? For me, it's usually Tochi's POV. I have an email address that I put in on sign up, which I usually use to send out so people can respond if they want to. You have to choose one email subscription type, and then we can go ahead to copy and paste our email body and our email header. Ensure you insert any links and double check all of them before you move on to other things. Straight from here, you choose whatever footer you want. I already have a default footer that I saved a long time ago. And then you can scroll down and save your email. When you click on save email, you'd go back, you'd see the option of choose an email. You choose that email you just created, and then you can preview the email here. Click save, and that is it, guys. You have created your automated workflow. You can now click on review and update. And if there's any logic or whatever that you need to add, this is the point that you add it. Click on update, and we are live. And if you got value from this video, which I hope you did, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.